WNYathletics.com would like to thank today's sponsors. Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Ready to sell your home? Visit howardhanna.com today. Howard Hanna. Home happens here. Western New York Immediate Care, with 4 convenient locations in the Buffalo area: Amherst, Buffalo, Depew, Lancaster, and Orchard Park. Western New York Immediate Care is now offering telemedicine services to provide you care anytime, anywhere. Visit WNY Immediate Care on-site or virtually at WNYimmediatecare.com. Logistics Plus Buffalo is your go-to resource for all your transportation needs. LP moves freight of all shapes and sizes all across the world. Call LP Buffalo today at 716-877-9653 or email buffalo@logisticsplus.com. AdPro Sports. AdPro is the largest team sports dealers and brand merchandise providers in the nation. For a variety of custom merchandise solutions, from apparel to promotional items, visit adprosports.com. Empire Electric. For all your home, business, or office electrical needs, call Empire Electric at 716-634-0330. Free estimates and financing available for all customers. Empire Electric. Call 716-634-0330.
And good afternoon, high school football fans. We are coming to you live at Carl J. Kurz Field right here at Cleveland Hill High School in Buffalo, New York. The Cleveland Hill Golden Eagles are hosting the Salamanca Warriors. Norm Rodriguez here along with Tim Chifa. Tim, how are you doing as we're here in the afternoon?
Norm, great to be here with you. First time working together. Looking forward to it, buddy. Have 2 teams here, both coming off tough losses in week 1. Obviously, Cleve Hill, almost a rivalry game that they have every year, the first game of the season against Maryville. Took it on the chin a little bit, losing 20-8. And then Salamanca, a game you did last week, with a tough loss to Randolph. So both teams here looking to get back on track, trying to get a W in the win column here today at Carl Kurz. Is that how you say it?
Kyle Kurz.
Carl Kurz Field.
Yeah, and Salamanca, they were ahead for most of that game. They were up 14-0 and 20-8 at different points of the game, but there was about a 35-minute lightning delay that shifted the momentum of the ball game and gave Randolph a time to regroup. And after giving up a kickoff touchdown that made it 20-8, they shut them out the rest of the way.
Yeah, and Salamanca, they're starting a sophomore quarterback, and I think every game from this point forward, it's going to be a learning experience. The game's going to slow down for him as he gets more reps and more snaps on the field, and I think he'll bounce back from a game. He completed a couple passes last week for 2 touchdowns, one long one I think you said that he had.
69-yarder.
Right? 69-yarder. He had 116 yards. He did throw 2 interceptions, so got to tighten that up a little bit. But look for him to have a bounce back game here today also.
Yeah, and already the starting offense was mentioned for Salamanca, so we'll go over right here. We've got the starting offense and defense for Salamanca. So under center is Maddox Isaac, and the center is Cam McGraw, and the other 4 beside him at left tackle Carson Moore, left guard Jackson Tarr. On the right side, right guard Deacon Krantz and Keegan Hardy, the right tackle. JT Almond, the wide receiver. Teoni Galante, the tight end. At fullback, Zoran Tucker and Jesse Stallman. He is the starting running back. He got held to only 35 yards on 10 carries last week due to Randolph's punishing defense.
Yeah, they obviously like to go to him. He had 10 carries, led the way in carries. Look for him to have a bounce back game. But we talked about in pregame a little bit. They like to distribute the ball quite a bit in the rushing game. 10 carries for him, 8 rushes for Joshua Almond. So they like to distribute the ball in a few different ways.
All right, so Cleveland Hill getting the midfield with the Ric Flair walk-up. And while we're waiting for the starting defense for Salamanca, the front 4 is going to be Quentin Jones and Jackson Tarr at the defensive end spots. The 2 D tackles are Carson Moore and Keegan Hardy. The linebackers are Tucker, Stallman, and Galante. The defensive backs, the 2 safeties, are Avery Brown. He caught that 69-yard touchdown pass last week, along with Jason McGraw. And the corners are Arlen Newark and JT Almond. Newark, he actually had that kickoff return touchdown from 82 yards.
Yeah, also another player to watch, number 47, Jesse Stallman. the senior, he had 9 solo tackles last week, so all over the place on the defense for Salamanca.
Yeah, so both teams 0-1. They're both looking to get a win in the win column, and we're right here at Carl Curris Field in Cleveland Hill. And actually, that score of week 1 against Maryville, that was a 28-8.
Yeah, and you're talking about a Cleve Hill team, you have to mention Coach Graham. He's been here a long time, had a lot of success here at Cleve Hill. And anybody that knows anything about Cleve Hill, they like to run the ball. They run the ball a lot. A lot of times you'll see a kind of an old school 3 in the backfield type of offense. But we were saying in the pregame also, number 12, Zach Phillips, the senior quarterback, he could throw the ball. He could sling it. So look for him to open up a little bit here and there, maybe throw him off guard a little bit.
So it looks like we're about to have the national anthem. However, we will see you on the other side. Cleveland Hill, Salamanca up next right here on WNY Athletics.
The twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the rampart we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So once again, that was the national anthem, and we're about to have the coin toss right here. So it looks like before that, it looks like the officials are having a quick final discussion with the players, and usually when that happens, from my experience playing high school football or even midgets, it's just they'll give you the rundown on pretty much the conduct that you have to have on the field.
Yeah, they want to make sure they keep it cool and make sure the jerseys are tucked in and all that stuff, and stuff they don't want to mention throughout the game. Let's get it over with right in the beginning, have a nice smooth game, but high school football, it can get rough sometimes.
It's intense.
It's intense, and like I said, 2 teams coming off a loss. It's huge to get back in the win column for these teams to get the season going in the right direction.
And there's some areas in New York where football is religion.
Absolutely.
And it's mainly in the sticks areas of New York. Right. Great examples. I mentioned this last night, actually. Cattaraugus, Casadega, Brockton's part of that, among others. I have seen, though, on these coin tosses throughout the season, though, when it's in its infancy, the team that wins more often than not, they receive. They want the ball.
Which is a little bit different than when you watch NFL. And the new thing is to defer all the time, right? I'm a little bit old school. I want the ball too. I want to get up and score as soon as I can.
No time.
Yeah, put the other team on their heels. That's the way I like to do it. But what do I know?
Out of the games I've done so far this year for football, only one team's elected to defer.
Really?
Cleveland Hills won the toss, and they're going to hold off for the second half, so they're kicking off. So Salamanca is going to be on offense first, and this could be a good thing for them. Make a statement right off the bat on the road.
Yeah, and I think that does make sense because you don't have the quote-unquote offensive firepower team here. This is more of a defensive battle. So I think getting the ball in the second half could be crucial because you want to pound it. And field position is going to be really big here today too also.
So, again, Salamanca is going to get the ball first. Cleveland Hill won the toss, and they've deferred for the second half. In their usual blue and white uniforms and their helmets, from just taking a look at it, it made me think of those very old-school Philadelphia Eagles ones from the 30s.
Right.
Or from the 40s, where it's like yellow with the blue.
Yeah.
We used to call it the knockoff Michigan Wolverine.
Well, it's got kind of the Rams colors of Wednesday night, which
too
worked well for us, right? But it's got like the Michigan look almost, right?
Yeah.
But we mentioned Cleve Hill, Coach Graham. You talk about a successful coach and a successful program. The guy's been here for a million years and have so many wins. He's been to the stadium many times. This is a program that it doesn't change too much. You know what they're going to do. They're going to play hard defense. They're going to play hard-nosed football, and they're going to run the ball down your throat. He doesn't change what he has to do, and it's been very successful so far. Even with this new era of football where you see 4 and 5 receivers out, he's not changed his mentality. He's not changed his methods.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
So Almond and Newark are the two deep men. They're standing in or past the 15. They're at around the 17-yard line. And toe to leather, we're underway, and this is a squibber, and it's going to be fielded at the 35. And reversing the field, that is Holleran, but he's going to get hit right away. The kickoff was by London Thomas, so it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Salamanca, and they're going to have decent field position. And I already know right off the bat it's going to be 2 words for Salamanca. Jesse Stallman.
Yes, absolutely. Jesse Stallman, you're going to see a lot of him today. Look for them to run the ball. It's a little bit of a mirrored offense. They're gonna. It's almost like playing each other a little bit throughout practice. Neither team throws the ball a lot. Both gonna run the ball quite a bit.
Salamanca, though, they are showing 2 wides to start off, and Isaac is under center. 8 in the box. It looks like for Cleveland Hill. It's a give to Stallman right off the bat. And he gets it to the 35-yard line.
2 or 3 yard there. Nice job by Cleve Hill stepping up there. And you see that right from the bat, they're trying to push the Cleve Hill defensive line backwards.
And the defense wasted no time. It looked like they were trying to jam the box, and it worked. They held Stallman to minimal yardage.
Yeah, I think they're gonna put 7, 8 guys in the box and basically try to force Salamaca to throw it over them.
There is 8 in the box, and it looks like they're showing the blitz as well. There's an edge rusher on the left side.
Oh, we have
a flag.
Yeah, number 42 for Cleve Hill jumped there.
So it's going to be offsides on Cleveland Hill. And he said number 42, that's Jameer Ramadan.
Yeah, he jumped a little bit early there, and that's one of the things you don't want to do if you're Cleve Hill. You don't want to give the free yards. Every yards when it's a defensive struggle, defensive battle, every yards is crucial.
So that's going to make it 2nd down and a yard. They're in a bunch formation on the right side. It'll be a give to Stallman again, and he's got enough for the 1st down. You only needed a yard. You don't need a lot. You just need enough, and it looks like he got it.
Well, I don't know about that spot. It might be a little short.
Oh, they're calling it 3rd and short.
Yeah, a little short. Maybe a tough spot there. But first down.
Yeah, Isaac does have mobility, and this is something I always say all the time. The referees have the better view on the field, but press box, it's always the best spot in the house no matter what sport it is.
Yeah, right.
But again, they're jamming the box. Cleveland Hill, Isaac in the shotgun formation. He's going to keep it. Oh, wait, no, this is a Wildcat-like play. Taking the snap for Salamanca was Maddox Isaac. So it looked like he got stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we got a decision already here for Salamanca.
Looks like they're going to go for it here. Isaac's still on the field.
No, they actually gave him the first.
Oh.
We're all confused up here, but they gave him the first down. They didn't change the marker on the down marker, but they did. They're changing it now. He's telling him now. Ref's telling him now. But they did get the first down. Maybe
okay. Must have gotten enough of it because from my view, it looked like he got back to the line of scrimmage. But, hey, he got the first down. That's what should matter to the Warriors.
Must have reached out a la Josh Allen the other day reaching over the goal line, right?
Oh, yeah, I actually saw where they compared that to Michael Jordan's extended arm near the end of Space Jam.
Right.
So, again, they got a bunch in an I formation on the right side. Isaac under center again.
Changing up the play at the line of scrimmage here.
Yeah, they're calling an audible. I heard it myself, white 26. It's going to be a pitch to Stallman, and he finds a gap and able to break some tackles and gets it to near midfield. One of the guys I saw on the tackle, looked like it was a number 47 from my view.
Yeah, number Stallman, big senior running back, 6 foot, 195 pounds. That's a big running back for high school. 6 foot, it's a taller taller than average running back, and you can see he's just as big as their lineman. So, look for him. You mentioned it earlier. Look for him to get the ball a lot today and just try to punish the Cleve Hill defense.
Salamanca in the pistol, high snap, and Isaac's going to keep it on a quarterback sweep. He crosses midfield, shimmies away from one defender. He'll head out of bounds. That's going to be a flag.
That's a late hit. And just
he did get enough for the first down, but the yards are going to be tacked onto that as well, so not a smart penalty.
Yeah, Coach Graham not going to be happy about that. Very easy call. I mean, you could see him yelling at his team right now. He has no words for the ref because that was an easy call. It was. He was clearly out of bounds, and that's 15 more yards. You just can't do that. That's 20 yards in penalties already on the first drive for Cleve Hill, shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, real early in this first quarter.
And plus, Isaac got a good amount of yardage on that run. He got about 7-8 yards.
Yeah, really nice run, nice shake. He got around the corner. Maybe a little frustration on the Cleve Hill corner, hitting him out of bounds, but got to use your head a little bit, more than that. They're all the way down to the 30-yard line, 29-yard line here. Early in the first quarter.
So, looks like it's going to be a Wildcat play. Isaac's not on the field, I don't think, and it's going to be a Wildcat. And that's Stallman taking the snap, but very minimal yardage.
For about 4 yards, close to the 25, bringing up about a 2nd and 7.
So far, though, when Stallman's gotten the ball, Cleveland Hill's done well containing him.
Yeah, and again, Cleve Hill putting as many as they can in the box. They have about 7-8 guys in the box, basically daring Salamanca to try to dump it over them. Might be a time for a play action, a little fake to Stallman and dump it over their heads.
Well, Stallman's taking the snap.
Open. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the little Wildcat here.
Yeah, back-to-back plays, and this is going to be a power run in the center of the field. He's turning the legs, crosses the 20, gets tackled down to 16. That's more than enough for a first down.
Yeah, really nice run again. May have gotten away with a little false start there. I thought number 28, Avery Brown, moved a little bit in the backfield. Ref didn't see it, though. But, again, another nice run by Stallman. He is definitely the workhorse here for Salamanca.
How about take 3 on this? Isaac's still not on the field. It's been Stallman taking the last few snaps. I wouldn't mind seeing a little trickeration where he throws one. Keep the defense guessing.
Absolutely.
7 in the box for Cleveland Hill, and it's a high snap, but he's able to field it. And maybe a yard on the play.
Although, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Right.
Until Cleve Hill is going to show that they're going to stop it, you might as well just keep trying to jam it down their throat. They've gone about 50, 60 yards already so far, obviously 20 in penalties. And here comes the quarterback now. Let's maybe go back to their traditional offense.
Yeah, so Isaac's going to be in the pistol formation.
Actually, it's maybe a fourth down, or the scoreboard says fourth down, but the field says second down. I think it is second down.
It is. It's 2nd and 8. Maybe a scoreboard issue, which is common for some jobs that not as easy as it looks. Isaac's going to fake the handoff. He's going to keep himself. He's at the 10. Breaks tackle to the 5, and he's brought down to 4.
That was a great job selling it to Stallman there. When you have a workhorse that's going to get the ball over and over, it's nice to throw a fake in there, and a really nice job there by the quarterback holding on to it and gaining another first down.
1st and goal at the 4. It's a give to Stallman, and he loses his balance.
Yeah, good job there by number 3, the senior Larry Burgeon, getting in the backfield. Also the running back got in for a nice tackle there for maybe a loss of 1, or maybe just back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, from what I saw, it was Larry Bergen. He broke through the block and was able to get a stop. But here's Stallman again. Cuts inside, pounds the rock, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, we got a flag, though, too, so this is going to go back.
Holding, coming back.
And when it comes to the holding penalties, it's the spot of the foul plus the yardage. The only penalties that are automatic first downs are the running into the kicker, holder, punter, or roughing the passer.
Yeah, when you're in a 1st and goal situation or 2nd and goal, those are tough penalties. That brings you way back. And when you're not a team that throws very often, that really puts you in a tough position. So, tough hold there. 3rd penalty called already in this early first quarter. 2 on Cleve Hill, 1 on Salamanca. So, a lot of flags out there already early in the going.
So, in all, it's going to be a standard 10-yard penalty, but Isaac, he's shown he's got the arm, and it's not that they're timid to throw it. It's just the running game works so good.
Haven't had to yet.
I want to see how Isaac can do with his arm. He did have a long touchdown pass last week.
Yeah, the middle of the field is wide open if they want to try to hit a tight end right over the middle.
High snap, it's going to be a reverse. Finding a gap, he gets to the 10, cuts to the other side of the 5, and he hit the pylon. I'm not sure if he's in, though.
They're not going to give it to him. He'll be short on the 1 yard line.
Short at the 1, and the run that was by Arlen Newark. I love that. A little trickeration, a reverse to Newark, and he gets 13 yards, so he gets the penalty yards back +3.
Yeah, nice job there. Nice play call. Also a nice saving tackle there for a touchdown. I actually thought he got in. I thought he hit the pylon, but we don't have a replay here, but that was close. But nice job there. Nice play. Getting all those yardage back from the penalty for making it 3rd and 1, 3rd and goal from the 1.
Looks like it's going to be Stallman taking a Wildcat snap again, and somebody jumped off.
Yeah, Cleve Hill jumped. No, yeah, Cleve Hill jumped there.
That's only going to move it like 6 inches.
Not a huge penalty. The only thing it does, though, is that if they wanted to go under center and make it a little bit easier quarterback sneak, you see Tom Brady do that his whole career, right? He runs about a 6'4", 40, but he's probably the best ever at little quarterback sneaks for some reason. But he just finds the gap.
I believe his 40 dash, it was like a 5.7.
Yeah, right. So he is under center, so you might see a sneak here. There it is.
It is.
Oh,
he didn't get it. He got stonewalled. And that was Bergen again.
Great hit there.
Oh,
wow.
Man.
Wow, that was a great stick there by number 3, who made another play earlier in the game. Great stick there. I think Cleve Hill saw it just like we saw it, but big play here, 4th down.
Yeah, it was a stonewall. He tried going in the goal line, but not today, mister. That was like Steve Atwater and Christian Okoye.
Back to the wild card here, too. Quarterback came out for 4th down.
Yeah, Wildcat, Stallman taking it. Oh, it's a high snap! And it's going back to the 15. And Stallman will wisely fall on it. And a great job by him to do that. It's better to fall on it and lose that yardage than possibly give up a scoop and score.
But what a huge stance by Cleve Hill. And we go back to, on that reverse, what a huge tackle at the goal line.
Yeah.
Never giving up on the play. A lot of kids would have just gave up. What's the difference on the 1 yard line? But you see a huge stick by number 3 and then a bad snap. And just like that, Cleve Hill holds him and gets the ball down for the first time.
Yeah, again, I got to give credit, though, to Stallman for just falling on the ball. He doesn't try that. That's a possible scoop and score 70-plus yards the other way. Motion man right off the bat, and it's going to be a touch pass and looking for some space. But he's going to get stopped behind the line. The pass was complete to Amarion Spivey.
Yeah, Quentin Jones there, the senior. Nice job on the tackle. Read the play really well. Came right in the backfield for a loss there. About a 5-yard loss there for Cleve Hill.
Wow.
So we got back-to-back plays with the offense. We're going backwards here.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 15 for Cleveland Hill, and looks like it'll be at their 14-yard line. Phillips in the shotgun again. He'll take the snap, and it's going to be a handoff. And getting back to around the original line of scrimmage, the carry was by Larry Bergen, who had that tackle on 3rd and goal.
Well, we know he could stick defensively, so I'm sure he can run downhill offensively also. He had 7 carries last week, just 10 yards, but they were pretty much down the whole game, so kind of had to, lose their regular offense a little bit, break free from regular offense being down.
So it's 3rd down and 12 for the Golden Eagles. And they're going to go in a 4-wide set, 2 on each side. 4-3 by Salamanca. Phillips going to throw a screen pass, and it's incomplete. That was intended for London Thomas.
Yeah, maybe a little high, but I thought Thomas could have had that one. A little screen pass there, but great job now by Salamanca. And we talked about this, before the game started. This is going to be a defensive battle, and you see it already. 3 and out for Cleve Hill after Salamanca went right down the field and then had a little hiccup down on the goal line.
You know what, though? Hats off to the Salamanca defense. They don't let that turnover on downs get to them. They force a 3 and out. So it's going to be Bergen punting the ball, and the deep man back for Salamanca is Jason McGraw. Bergen standing at around the 1.5-yard line. Here's a snap. It's a high, but he's able to catch it. Oh, and that punt's a beauty. Wow. Fielded at the 48-yard line. Breaks a tackle, getting to the 40. Tackle down at the 39-yard line. It looked like that was Ramadan on the tackle, but still a decent return.
Yeah, nice job there. Great punt and good field position here to start for Salamanca.
So this is a reprieve for the Warriors. Let's see what they do with it. They burnt about 6-7 minutes of clock in their first drive, but it was all for nothing. So Cleveland Hill they're jamming the box.
Yeah, again, force them. They haven't Salamanca yet to throw a pass.
And I like this. If you jam the box and it works, keep doing it.
Yep.
Isaac in the pistol, man in motion. Here's a snap, and it's going to be a handoff to Stallman. He stopped behind the line, and guess who again? Larry Bergen.
Yeah, Bergen all over the place defensively so far. That's a huge hit on the quarterback sneak, and he's making his presence known for sure.
We have an official's timeout. It was ruled a loss of a yard on the run by Stallman.
Trying to see what the timeout is here. I don't know why they called the official timeout.
Well, we got 4:15 left in the first, and the score, we still got goose eggs on the board. It's zeros. Ball at the 41-yard line of Cleveland Hill. And the referee says, let's get the clock rolling.
You know, a game like this, it's traditionally like the first team to 20 usually kind of wins these type of defensive battles. So, that first score is going to be crucial. And Salamanca has been knocking on the door already in the first drive and see if they can keep it going here.
Isaac in the pistol again, and he's going to keep it on a quarterback sweep. He's got some space, picks up a blocker, breaks a tackle. Oh, but he can't quite fully. Holding on for dear life on the shoulder pad was Tristan Pratt.
Yeah, really nice job by Pratt. Looked like he was going to get stiff arm there. Actually held on to his jersey, didn't give up on the play, so another nice tackle there by Cleve Hill. Really impressed with the tackling so far by Cleve Hill. Gang tackling and just not giving up on any plays so far.
Yeah, it was ruled a 4-yard gain, and again, that was a good tackle there by Pratt because if Isaac breaks away, he's possibly got the first down, if not maybe 3rd and short.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 here. They have 2 downs to get 7 yards. You're probably not going to punt from here.
Oh, no. 4-down territory. Isaac's looking to throw. Here comes the blitz. It's a screen pass. It's to Stallman. He breaks. Oh, he rammed through a defender, but there is a flag on the play.
You got a block in the back. Black in the back on Salamanca. This is going to come back.
Yep. Usually when it's past line scrimmage, it's blocking the back. When it's behind, that's holding.
No, they called it a hold. Same thing, but it was kind of right in front of the ref. It was kind of an easy call. It was set up, though, too. They set it up really well. The offensive line let the Cleve Hill guys come in. Quarterback dumped it right over their head. A really nice setup to play, but just got them on a hold, though. So pushing him back should be 3rd and 17, I believe, now.
So I'm waiting to see where the ball's going to be spotted. Okay, now they're starting to spot it. One of the officials has the ball. And so that was just a 5-yard penalty.
Okay. This might be something where you might see a shot towards the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
Look for number 19 at the far end of the field.
Yeah, it's Alman. And the receiver on the other side is McGraw. Isaac rolling to the left. He's going to throw. That is incomplete. That was intended for Galante. If he makes that catch, he's close to a first down.
Yeah, he would have had the first down there. Galante had that in his hands. Another nice toss by the quarterback. Probably should have had that one. Definitely one Galante would like to have back for sure.
I think what happened was he was trying to catch it with his chest because it did hit off his shoulder pads.
Yeah.
The rule of thumb is you always
got to use your hands.
Yeah, use your hands in the shape of a triangle.
Absolutely.
Hold it in.
Yep.
Because if you hit it off your pads, it bounces off you.
Yep.
And it looks like they're going to go for it here. And honestly, I do like this decision.
Unless he's their punter, which could be a pooch punt. But they are lining up to go for it at least.
Yeah, and he isn't giving himself enough space if he chose to punt. He's looking to throw again. He's going deep downfield. He's got a man open, and it's caught. And tackled down inside the 10. Oh, he didn't maintain the process of the catch.
Wow.
That pass was intended for Arlen Newark. He had it, but as he went down, he did not complete the whole process of the catch.
Yeah.
Turnover on downs, and Cleveland Hill, here's what I'm thinking they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Huge sigh of relief.
2 back-to-back breaks for Cleve Hill because Maddox made 2 perfect passes the last 2 passes, and unfortunately his receiving crew let him down a little bit both times. But again, Cleve Hill, another break. Salamanca, could be up 14-0 easy in this game already. So Cleve Hill, let's see if they can take advantage of these breaks now and get their offense going a little bit. But Maddox, back-to-back, really nice passes there.
Double back set, snap, and it's going to be a give, and it's again to Bergen. It's a give on a draw. He's turning those legs, takes it past the 45. Stallman, one of the guys on the stop, as well as Jackson Tarr.
And you see Bergen, he's a powerful football player. You see it on the defense, now you see it on the offensive side too. Tough kid to bring down. He plays a hard football. Old school football right there.
So that's going to be a gain of 4 yards on the run. A little more than 2 minutes left in the first, and we still got a Brooklyn Bagel Factory on the board. We've got zeros. So Phillips again about to take a shotgun snap, and he's got 3 wides, 2 of them in slot positions. Man in motion, high snap, but a nice one-handed catch there by Phillips. He's going to keep it himself. He's able to get it near midfield, and didn't quite get a view. Okay, now I do now. Stallman was the one who brought him down.
Yeah, gave him about 3 yards. Got about 3rd and 4 here, so probably more 4-down territory. I'm thinking there's two downs to get 3 yards here.
Yep, that was a gain of 4 by Phillips, and let's see what they do here.
Let's go, line.
Eagles do break the huddle. They do got Spave out there again. A couple times I've seen them, they do set him in motion. They do got 3 wides. Here's snap, and it's going to be a give again to Bergen. He will cross midfield, but I don't think he got the first down. This may be 4th and a yard.
Yeah, it's going to be about a yard short, so a decision here for Cleve Hill.
Well, there's a player down for Salamanca as well. An official's timeout. And, Tim, we're going to take a quick break ourselves. However, stick around for more action right here on WNY Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Once again, the score 0-0 with a little more than a minute left in the first quarter. There is an injured player down for Salamanca, and right now they got a couple of coaches and I think a medic out there as well to see how this guy's doing, because we didn't get a clear view on who the number was.
Yeah, I thought when it first happened it may have been cramps. You get that a lot in the early season, but this was a little more serious than cramps, unfortunately.
Well, it looks like he's about to get up with some assistance. As long as he's able to get up, whether with assistance or not, that's always a good sign.
He might be a little out of it.
That's what it looks like. And let's see who it is. It's number 72 for Salamanca. That is Carson Moore.
It looks like maybe a shoulder injury, the way he's walking. He's kind of
it looks like he's
leaning to one side.
Yeah, he's leaning to one side. And sometimes they also grab onto it.
Yes, you see that a lot with quarterbacks and running backs. Not too often with linemen, but he may have just jammed it right into the ground a little bit.
Oh, if you jam fingers, jam shoulders, those, they don't tickle.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 4th down a yard, and looks like Cleveland Hill's going to punt this away. So again, Bergen, he's going to be booting the ball, and right now he's been a little bit of everything for the Golden Eagles.
The Salamanca coaches right now are screaming, watch the ball. Don't give them a free first down.
Oh, I wouldn't be shocked also if a possible fake. It's only 4th and a yard. I wonder if one of the upbacks have got speed.
Yeah, don't have a ton to lose. But you also want to go on a hard count also and try to get that freebie.
Yeah, Isaiah Williams is one of the upbacks. And also there's number 46, Aiden Lyons. They're going to punt it. Beautiful snap. Here's the boot. And this one's another good punt. And bouncing inside the 30, inside the 20, and rolls back a little bit to the 21-yard line. So another decent punt there by Larry Bergen.
Yeah, another nice job. And we talked about this early in the pregame. This is a game of field position. And, Coach Graham, playing the safer play there, punting it away and making Salamanca go the distance. 28 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been back and forth defensive battle so far. Pretty much what we expected.
Yeah, and so far for Salamanca, this will be the worst field position they'll have.
Yeah.
Ball's at roughly the 21-yard line. So far, though, defensively for both teams, Cleveland Hill, they forced 2 turnovers on downs, and Salamanca, 2 punts. Isaac under center. Jamming the boxes, the Golden Eagles. It's going to be a handoff to Stallman again, pounding the rock. Fumble on the play. The ball's out. Cleveland Hill saying they've got it. Let's see if they did. That's a fumble by Stallman, and Cleveland Hill recovers. I was wondering maybe if he went down and then it bounced off the carpet, or if the referees have the better view that we do. Yeah. So I didn't see it clearly whether the ball was out or not.
And you see the smart play by Graham. I would have gone for it on that 4th down. You see why he's coaching out there and I'm not. Nice punt job playing the position, and Salamanca makes a mistake, and now you have the ball on the 20-yard line and they're looking to take that go-ahead score.
Excellent field position here for Cleveland Hill. I say go to the end zone right now, but it's going to be a give on the play. That is to Pratt, excuse me.
Yeah, nice tackle there by Jason McGraw, the senior, staying with it. Just a hard nose. Both teams tackling really well today. Wrapping up, and when you have running backs that can run like this, you got to gang tackle and you got to wrap them up.
So that concludes the first quarter here at Carl J. Chris Field. Scoreless, but stick around for the second quarter right here on WNY Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
And we're about to momentarily start the second quarter here between Salamanca and Cleveland Hill on WNY Athletics. We're tied at zeros, but Cleveland Hill, they've got the ball in excellent field position. For anybody just tuning in, Jesse Stallman fumbled the football, and Cleveland Hill recovered, so big opportunity for them to draw first blood.
Yeah, so you see, they played the odds correct by Cleve Hill punting the ball on 4th and 1 right at midfield. The very next play, the workhorse for Salamanca fumbled and giving Cleve Hill great field position. Now 2nd and 7 here from right about the 20-yard line here.
So it was a 3-yard run to end the first quarter. That was run by a Tristan Pratt. And where the ball spotted, they're in the Warrior red zone. Here's a snap, fake handoff. Williams looking to throw. Fakes it, and here comes the rush. Trying to get away, but he won't. He's going to get sacked. Sacked on the play by number 36, Quentin Jones.
Yeah, great job by Quentin Jones getting in the backfield. Looked like they were going to try their first pass attempt there, their first real pass attempt. They had a shuffle pass, but a good job by Salamanca getting in the backfield. Almost got away from the Cleveland quarterback, almost got away from it, but nice job of holding on there.
So that's going to be an 11-yard loss on the sack, 3rd and 18 at their own 30. Phillips again, the shotgun, and he's going to do an option pitch. That's to Bergen, but he broke a couple of tackles and crossed it to about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, so he had a nice option there for for Phillips. He had the option to either keep him himself or get it back to Berging. Made a nice pitch there and got a nice pickup there.
So that was a gain of 9 yards there by Bergen. It's going to be 4th down and 9, and Cleveland Hill's going for it.
Yeah, kind of in that in-between area there, but need 9 yards. Look to try to maybe throw it up and see what happens.
Phillips getting a shotgun. He's got 2 receivers. He'll take the snap. Here comes the blitz, and he's going to get sacked. Coming in unblocked for Salamanca, that was Jackson Tarr, and turning it over on downs, and now Salamanca, they avoid a score.
Yeah, and that's a quarterback's worst nightmare there. His blind side is a movie called The Blind Side there.
Yep.
But a great job there by number 67, Jackson Tarr, coming from the blind side. Not a great job by the offensive line from Cleve Hill. Someone's got to pick that up. The quarterback has no way of seeing that coming. No way he can get out of that. But, again, another great defensive stand. We keep saying it's kind of going back and forth here. Huge mistake, fumbling the ball in their own 20-yard line, but a defensive stand, and now Salamanca has a chance to drive here.
And I'm sure Coach Graham's not too happy about that missed opportunity.
Absolutely.
Golden Eagles are filling the box, and Stallman looks like he's going to just get back to the line of scrimmage. One of the Cleveland Hill players to end the play was Caleb Patterson from my view of trajectory. So it's going to be 2nd down 11. It was a loss of a yard. Honestly, with the running game having some difficulty, it wouldn't hurt to test Maddox Isaac's arm a little bit. He's had a couple of nice throws. It's just they weren't fully secured by the receivers.
Yeah, he's made 2 passes, and they're both right on the money. Receiving crew's got to help him out a little bit.
And it's going to be a fake to Stallman. Isaac looking to throw. That one is complete to Galante. Finds some space, crosses the 40. He does take a hit, but gets brought down by Spivey. And it's more than enough for a 1st down.
And another nice play by Maddox. I'm really impressed with this kid. He's a sophomore. So, he's like sophomore quarterback playing high school football. It's like a deer in the headlights sometimes. So this kid, he looks poised. Another great fake. And again, when you have a workhorse like Stallman, you keep giving to him. Then you do a play action, it's going to open things up, and you saw it open up there.
Yeah, and it worked to their favor. First completion of the game for either team, with the exception of the touch pass by Cleveland Hill. But it's going to be a give to Stallman. Stallman, minimal yardage again, at around the 45.
And Stallman, after the fumble, someone of his caliber, you got to give him the ball right back. You got to get it right back to him. Let him give his confidence. Don't let his confidence get down because he fumbled on the 20-yard line. He's too good of a player. He's too much of a focal point of your offense. Get him the ball right back. Get his confidence going again. And also, they went right back to Galante, who actually dropped the pass on the last drive. So he made up for that one there, too. That was nice also.
Oh, it's going to be somebody jumped early. It's going to be a false start on Salamanca. That might be 5 push-ups for their next practice. So that could go in Cleveland Hill's favor a little bit. A 5-yard penalty, making it a 2nd down and 16. So Isaac going into a single back. He's in the pistol. He's doing a hard count, and it's going to be a fake to Stallman. He's going to keep himself, and he picks up a block, and he gets out of bounds at around midfield. Also picked up a good block there from J.T. Allman as well.
Yeah, really nice block there by the receiver, but another nice job by the sophomore quarterback, reading the defense, taking what they're giving him, got to the outside. Kid can move. He's got some wheels on him. Brings up a manageable 3rd down, getting about 9 yards back there or about 11 yards back from the penalty. So 3rd and 1 here. I would probably go back to Stallman here, try to get your workhorse here to get you a yard.
Well, he doesn't look like he's out, or unless he's taking a wildcat snap. And it is. And he's trying to swing it over to the right side. And he's got the 1st down and more. He's got to go. And running into a defender and getting out of bounds at around the 40. Ramadan, again, one of the guys on the stop. But chain gang, move the chains. It's another 1st down.
Ramadan on the stop, but he felt that stop.
Oh, he did. He paid for it.
Stallman went right at him, kind of like a Mike Allstott type run there, right? Right at him. He's a punishing running back. Like I said, 6 foot, 195 pounds. That's a big running back for high school.
Yep, Jackson banging through Bosworth. So again, they're going a pistol here.
Get your breath, Ray.
Isaac is back in, taking a snap. Man set in motion. It's going to be a give on a jet sweep, and that is to Newark. Newark finds some gappage, and he gets brought down in the play by by Thomas. Still a good gain, though, on the run by Arlen Newark.
Yeah, Gate got another 7 yards there, giving up a 2nd and 3. So Salamanca getting nice chunks on this drive, almost just like the first possession they had of the first quarter, getting big yards at a time. And I like the play calling here. You know, they're changing it up a little bit. They started with a pass, then threw in some wildcat a little bit on the 4th down. So and then a reverse there or an end around there. So some nice play calling by the Salamanca coaching staff.
Looks like Stallman's going to get a rest here. The single back right now is Avery Brown, and Isaac's going to be under center. All is going to be give to Alman, and looks like he'll get about 2 yards. Looks like the referees are indicating first down.
Trying to see if he's just short or he's about a half a yard short. It looks like. Well, they're gonna measure. It looks like. No, they gave him the first down.
Yeah, I saw one of the referees indicating the first down.
It looks like a timeout on the field.
Timeout called. That's going to be by Cleveland Hill. And we'll take a break ourselves. Or no, I beg your pardon. Looks like we're going to stay right here. But Salamaca, they got another opportunity to get something on the board. This is one where they can't afford to turn it over again.
Yeah, and the second really nice drive by Salamanca so far. But again, the last time they got down to, I think, to just about the goal line and got stopped, and they had the bag snap over the head of Stallman. So let's see if they can capitalize on this drive here. Cleveland looks a little. This was a tired timeout. It looks like. Looks like they call it timeout. They're breathing heavy. It's hot out there. It's early in the season, and it's tough early in the season right there. It's a beautiful football day, but it is warm on the field.
Probably get some water in, stay hydrated, avoid the crampage.
Yes, absolutely. And when you have someone like Stallman running at you, every other play, you're going to get tired. You're going to get banged up. And you see the Cleve Hill defense. They have their hands on their hips right now, and they're tired. They got to suck it up right now and not come up with another big stop. Still 0-0, a defensive battle we talked about. I didn't know it'd be this much of a defensive battle, but
take what you can get.
Yeah. Said the first one to 20 might win. We might be the first one to 10 might win this one.
Or maybe the first one to get to 6.
Yeah, right.
Might as well bring back the days of the leather helmets.
Yeah.
So it looks like both teams are about to get back out onto the field. It will be first down for Salamanca. Yeah, Saturday afternoon, and from looking at the bleachers, they're both pretty semi-packed.
Yeah, not a bad crowd. This is not a short drive for Salamanca. So
no, it's a nice turnout, though, on the bleachers for Salamanca.
Nice turnout for a road trip.
It's about an hour and change.
Yeah.
Man in motion. It's going to be a fake sweep. Isaac's going deep. He's got a man open. That's Galante, and he's in for a touchdown. So Isaac, he makes the defense bite on the fake on the sweep, finds Galante wide open, and trots in the end zone for a score, and we finally got points on the board.
Isaac Maddox, though, another great pass. I think he's thrown 4 passes, and all 4 have been right on the money. 2 got dropped, then 2 completed, but another great pass there. And we talked about earlier, the more you run and run, they bring Cleveland Hill bringing guys up in the box. I told you earlier, the middle of the field was wide open. They finally did it and worked perfectly. So great pass, great job, and Salamanca goes up 6-0 here.
So Archer Newark's going to kick the PAT. Low snap, but it does get fielded cleanly, and it's right down the pipe. Kick is good. So we're near halfway through the second quarter, and we finally got points on the board here in Cleveland Hill. Salamanca up 7-0, and Golden Eagles, they got to respond here. But first, we're going to go to a quick break, but stick around for more action on WNY Athletics.
I love
realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
And we're about to resume action again. Touchdown pass from Isaac to Galante, making it 7-0 in favor of Salamanca. And Cleveland Hill, they're about to get the ball back, and I think it was just a case of the defense just getting gassed.
Yeah, a little bit of that. And, you have to give credit to the sophomore quarterback, and you see his confidence building a little bit. He had a couple of drop passes, and then Galante had a nice catch earlier in the drive. But you see him, he's running the ball really well, and he's made 4 great passes. I mean, again, I keep saying this, but a sophomore playing against, juniors and seniors, that's a tough task. And, he's really been up to it today, and I think he's been really, really, getting better as the game goes on. You could tell it's slowing down for him. And, again, his players making some plays for him, too. That obviously helps.
So Newark, he's going to be kicking off in the 2 deep men for Cleveland Hill. They are Spivey and Pratt.
Yeah, I think Galante's drop earlier is not the kind of player he is. You could tell on his last 2. He caught the ball with his hands both the last 2. So I think he definitely wanted to get that back after that first drop.
Short memory. Nice kickoff right at the center of the field. It's going to get fielded by Pratt at around the 6-yard line. He's got space to the 20. Breaks one tackle.
Fumble.
Gets fumble on the play, but it does get recovered by Cleveland Hill. And that was Isaiah Williams on the recovery. And that nearly wiped away a good return by Spivey.
Yeah, he had a nice run, and then he got grabbed from behind. Nice job by Salamanca. And another, as you would say earlier.
Sigh of relief.
Right? Another sign of relief, because that could have been huge for Salamanca. But another break for Cleve Hill. They've had a few already. Haven't been able to take advantage of them so far.
So 7-0 in favor of Salamanca. First down and 10 at the 36-yard line for Cleveland Hill.
Six minutes, 26 seconds to go in the half. Let's see if Cleve Hill can get us to sustain a drive here.
Phillips is going to be a give on the draw to Bergen, and he's able to find a decent amount of yardage. Gets it to about the 43, so about a 7-yard run.
I mean, he really gets the ball going with some steam. He hits that line really hard, really fast. He's a downhill runner, as they'd say, so tough kid to bring down. Look for him to get the ball a few times on this drive.
Yeah, we're about to hit 6 minutes flat halfway through the quarter. I'm curious what play they're going to run next as Phillips breaks the huddle. Phillips setting up Spivey in motion. And it's going to be a quarterback sweep. Looking for some room, and he's going to get stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, really nice job there by Salamanca defense, staying home, staying in their position, staying in their zones, and making the tackle. Nice job there by the defense. Bringing up another 3rd down, making it tough on Cleve Hill every single possession so far.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 3 yards to go. And again, breaking the huddle as clock is running. 3rd and manageable here for the Golden Eagles, as again in the pistol is Phillips. He'll take the snap. He looks to throw. Staying in the pocket. He's going deep. He's got Spivey, and it's almost intercepted. Stride for stride was Spivey along with Corey Holleran.
Yeah, Holleran, the sophomore, really nice job. Keeping an eye on the football, going up and just knocking it down. Almost grabbed it, but either way, nice job knocking it down.
So they're going to punt here. So 3 and out by Salamanca's defense, and they're about to boot it away. And for Salamanca, this is an opportunity for a 2-possession lead because Cleveland Hill, they do get the ball to start the second half.
You see Coach Graham talking to his quarterback on the sideline and his receiver. Obviously a little bit frustrated with the offense.
High snap, but Bergen does make the catch, and this one looked like it went off the side of his foot. And it doesn't take a great bounce. It looked like it's just a neutral bounce. It'll go down at around the 46-yard line. So excellent field position for Salamanca, and I think Bergen was trying to go full throttle, and it just hit off the tip of his foot.
Yeah, ended up being one of those punts that you wish you kind of went for it, being on 4th and 4, because not a huge difference here.
4:41 remaining in the half.
Salamanca coming off, their best drive of the game so far, last drive. Let's see if they can keep it going here. Cleve Hill, again, looked a little gas on the last possession. Let's see if they only 3 downs rest there on offense. So
yeah, they needed a little extra.
Yeah, their defense right back on the field. Look for Salamanca to take advantage of that.
Isaac under center. It's going to be a pitch to Stallman, trying to follow a blocker, but he's going to go nowhere and probably behind the line of scrimmage. The main guy to bring him down the tackle was Isaiah Williams.
Yeah, one of those runs where he just kept running parallel to the line and probably should have tried to turn up a little bit sooner than he did, because that gave the Cleve Hill the defense time to get over onto him.
So it's a loss of a yard, 2nd down and 11. Honestly, I do see, again, for them, Newark's back out there, so it could be another possible jet sweep to him. Last time he was out there offensively, it was a fake, and that was that touchdown to Galante.
Yeah, Galante's obviously his #1 target. Look for him to go again. He's up in the slot.
There's Newark in motion. And he's going to throw. It's a rollout, and that is caught by Newark. He crosses midfield, gets it to about the 49. So that will make it 3rd down and manageable.
Another nice toss by Maddox, though, getting him back into a 3rd position, a 3rd down that they can, get a chance at a 1st down. But Maddox been on the money every pass he's thrown so far.
That was a 6-yard completion. And after those 2 incompletions, he's completed his last 3.
They actually got away with that a little bit. I don't know if you noticed, but Newark started going in forward a little bit. You actually can't, almost like the Canadian League, you actually can't do that.
That'd be offsides.
Football. Yeah, should have been offsides. Got away with it a little bit.
Yeah, those are the slot backs.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody jumped. If that's on Cleveland Hill, the yardage will result in a 1st down.
Wait for the official signal. Offsides.
Yeah, that's going to be a 1st down.
5-yard penalty.
And that's a big mistake by Cleveland Hill, because they had the opportunity to force a 3 and out and give the defense a much-needed rest.
Absolutely. Another going to frustrate Coach Graham. It's about 25, 30 yards in penalties so far for Cleve Hill. This tight of a ball game, you can't do that. You shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, and again, with being 3rd and 5, the yardage of the penalty results in a 1st down.
Yep. Salamanca keeps the drive going here with 3 minutes left. They'll try to hold on to the ball probably for the remainder of the half at this point.
They have a bunch left, and Isaac's going to keep it. He's going right down the middle of the field and got a decent amount of yardage on it. And it looked like Phillips was one of the guys in on the tackle.
2nd and 4.
And Salamanca in no rush yet. It's 2 minutes and 45 seconds, taking their time, going to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they should be in no hurry, because you don't want to give Cleveland Hill too much time.
Absolutely.
And like Isaac, Phillips has shown he's got a cannon of an arm too.
Yep.
So they're going to slowly milk down this clock a little bit, as Isaac's going to go under center. I formation is going to be a fake. Isaac rolling to the right. Looks, throws, and that's Galante again. There's his third catch. Broke 1 tackle, was able to tightrope in the sideline, and he's near the red zone. And again, Chain Gang moved those. That's another 1st down for Salamanca.
And you see the confidence of Maddox getting better and better, stronger and stronger as he's going. Another great toss. Galante making another catch. It's his 3rd catch of the game, including 1 touchdown. 2 minutes to go. I don't think they've used any of their timeouts yet either.
No,
right?
They have not. I like what Barzak's doing, though, throwing in those occasional fakes, get the defense to bite on it, because they do run it just as much as they do on offense themselves. And again, Newark is out there, but he's going to go on a wheel route, and it's complete on the bubble screen. He's got a gap. He picked up a nice block, brings a tackle to the 5, and he's in for a touchdown. I got to give credit, though. Allman had a nice block, and it got fouled there by Newark, was able to spin away from 1 defender, and he crosses the plane for a touchdown. So what was scoreless in the 1st quarter, Salamanca's offense, they picked it up in quarter 2.
Opened it up, and they've opened up with throwing the ball. They came out throwing the last 2 drives. Great job by Newark single-handedly, but I think that's also a little bit of the tired defense also.
I agree.
They looked really tired on that. You can see them right now. Their hands are on their knees. There's about 4 of them right now. Their hands on their knees. They are absolutely gassed right now. The offense has to do a better job of giving them some breaks.
Arlen Newark set to kick the extra point. Good job on the hold to get it to where it can be kicked, and it does go through the uprights. The kick's good. So 14-0, $1:45 left in the half, and Cleveland Hill, they do have 2 timeouts left. I want to see what they can do because those 2 timeouts aren't going to carry over to the second half.
Yeah, and you also get the ball to start the third quarter. So, you got to try to get some points on the board here before the end of the half. You can't just let it die out and go in the halftime down 14-0. You got to at least try to get some points on the board.
And also, you need to give your defense a rest.
Yeah, I mean, we say that, and I totally agree with you. But you see how many kids are on the team.
They play both ways.
They're playing both ways too. So
Iron Man football.
Yeah, they are gassed no matter what. But when you're playing against a team that is just running down your throat, you get that much more tired too. It's a lot. You don't get as tired when you're on offense and you're kind of like running towards the end zone. But when you're running backwards and people are running at you, that's when you get gassed.
So, again, 14-0 in favor of Salamanca, 1:45 left in the half, and Cleveland Hill about to get the ball back once again. If I'm Salamanca, though, keep that ball out of Spave's hands because he had that nice return that, even though it forced a fumble and Cleveland Hill recovered, he showed he's dangerous.
Yeah, he was getting some speed. He was starting to pick up some speed. They did a nice job of grabbing the ball from behind. But that's not someone you want the ball in his hand too often.
Pratt and Spavey are the 2 deep men. They're standing at the 10-yard line.
Big kickoff here, though, because that's going to, it's huge. It's crucial to see where you start this drive from.
Yep, Archer Newark squibbing the kick. And I like this. That's Phillips that's got the ball. He's looking for some space. Breaks one tackle at 35. And looks like he'll get it to roughly the 40-yard line. So Cleveland Hill's quarterback recovers a squib. And honestly, I like that decision. Squib it 20, 25 yards. Keep it out of the speedster's hands.
Yeah, let's see how aggressive Coach Graham is here. Known for running the ball, but you're down 14-0 with 1:40. I think you have 2 timeouts left, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they do.
And let's see if they are aggressive and try to move this ball downfield. We did say, that the quarterback Phillips, he can sling it. He was throwing the ball really well there in warm-ups. Hasn't thrown it much during the game. He just tried a deep pass that got broken up. But let's see if Coach Graham's going to open it up here.
He does have one receiver on each side. Thomas is split to the right and Spavey to the left. And it's just going to be a give to Bergen. Bergen will break one tackle, and he'll cross the 45-yard line. And it looked like it was Zeron Tucker on the stop. And the good thing, though, for Cleveland Hill also is every first down until the ball's spotted, the clock stops momentarily.
Correct. They got to get those, though. They haven't had many in the last couple of possessions.
Yeah, and that was a 5-yard gain, and the clock's ticking. So if they want to get points on the board, they have to hustle. I've seen teams where they take their time and they lose about 20, 30 seconds of time.
Right. Yeah, I didn't really love that they were huddling right there. They probably should have been up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go.
1 minute left in the half. Spavey in motion, and it's going to be a fake and a give on the counter to Bergen again, and gets it to about the 47, a yard, maybe 2 on the run.
So Coach Graham elected not to use his timeouts here still.
Maybe if they get a first down with good yardage, maybe they'll start using them.
43 seconds left in the half.
I'm thinking maybe he just wants his players to regroup for the second half.
I think so too.
But again, though, they're not cell phone minutes. Those timeouts aren't going to go and make it 5.
Right.
We got less than a half a minute left in the second quarter. Phillips takes a snap, and now he'll look to throw. Pass is caught and taking a hit from Stallman, but it is enough for a first down. It was complete to Isaiah Williams. The clock does stop until the ball's spotted. I wonder if they're going to use one of the timeouts, though, but they are hurrying up at the line of scrimmage, and the clock is about to start again. Here's a snap. And a sideline wheel pattern that's caught by Spavey, and he'll get out of bounds.
So 10 seconds left. They got the ball at the 40-yard line. Maybe take a couple shots to the end zone. I mean, at this point, what do you have to lose?
Yeah. You're past midfield, and with the tosses he had in practice, he was throwing them roughly 40 yards.
Yeah, he can throw it that far. So, you take a shot. Maybe you get a penalty. Maybe you get a completion.
So Williams in the shotgun formation, or Phillips, excuse me. He's looking. Here comes the rush, and he's going to get sacked. And that's going to end the half. Salamanca is ahead 14-0. So a huge sack there by Salamanca to avoid a possible Hail Mary. We've hit halftime. Salamanca up 14-0. But stick around. We will have second half action at Carl J. Curris Field right here on WNY Athletics.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home. Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
You're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Our homes have become offices, gyms, schools, and playgrounds. And at Western New York Immediate Care, we know you may need us now more than ever. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care physicians are trained to diagnose and treat most non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses. With 5 convenient locations open 7 days a week, help is never far away. Life has changed, but Western New York Immediate Care is still here for you.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
And we welcome you here to the halftime show presented by Howard Hanna and Associates. It is 14-0 Salamaca over the Cleveland Hill Golden Eagles. And Jeremy, I don't know if you expected a low-scoring game. I mean, I kind of did too, but I didn't think it would be this low-scoring.
Yeah, I definitely anticipated a low-scoring game. I thought, like Tim Chifa said, 1st to 20 wins this ball game. I didn't expect it to be this low-scoring. A couple of penalties early on for Cleveland Hill that took away a very good drive, but a really good towards the end of the second quarter. A lot of the good things to build on for Cleveland Hill. Their quarterback, Phillips, has been looking amazing towards the end. But then you got to look on the other side. Salamanca in that second quarter also turned it on really well offensively.
Yeah, Maddox Isaac, he kind of took over a little bit. He's been running the ball well, and he's been passing the ball well, too. He had a completion there that Arlen Newark late in the quarter there that led to a touchdown that kind of broke the game open a little bit. But other than that, it seemed like in the first quarter, both teams kind of struggled to get things going because, I mean, like Tom Prince always says, it's a battle in the trenches, and it seemed like early on no one really could get any headway.
Yeah, it was really stalemate right there in the trenches, but eventually, towards the end, Salamanca defensive line was able to penetrate the offensive line of Cleveland Hill. Now, currently, I want to talk Isaac. Maddox Isaac is 5 for 7 for 72 yards, and Phillips is 3 for 5 for 6 yards. both of these teams has mainly been a rushing game today.
Yeah, we've seen a lot. I mean, Isaac has kind of kept the ball to himself a little bit when it comes to rushing. We've seen Stallman get a few rushes for Salamaca, but Cleveland Hill's kind of limited his production here in the first half so far.
Yeah, Cleveland Hill has done a good job, very, very good job of stopping Stallman, because especially from last week when he was able, especially before the lightning delay, he had his way with the Randolph line.
Yeah, it seemed like I thought Salamaca was going to come out this week after that loss to Randolph, where they felt like, we had it early and then the lightning delay kind of threw everything off a little bit.
It certainly threw your ears off.
Yeah. But then they come into this game and it's a lot more difficult of a fight. I had to give Cleveland Hill a whole lot of credit because they're not making it easy for Salamaca. Like, Salamaca has had the work to get those 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a great job, a great adjustment by the coaching staff of Cleveland Hill. Great adjustments and great job by the players, too, recognizing that. It is hot out there. So both sides are starting to get a little bit of fatigue. It's about, what I checked, it was 81 degrees Fahrenheit outside here in Buffalo, New York. And I have an update from the Kenmore West game. Kenmore facing West Seneca West, and they're up at probably about halftime now. It's 12-0 Kenmore West over West Seneca West.
Good game there. Believe that's Class A action there.
Yes, that is definitely Class A action right there. As we had Class A and Class AA last night. Orchard Park picks up the 47-30-35 win over Jamestown.
Yeah, we had a quarterback shootout there last night. That was a fun game for me to be at, even though as a Jamestown alum, it kind of stunk to see them kind of take on the chin a little bit. But this one, we're seeing a good, tight defensive battle, and I think we're going to see more of the same of that in the second half.
I definitely think the same was well, Colsty.
It's
definitely going to be low scoring.
Yeah, I also think Cleveland Hill is going to make some adjustments. They're doing good things on offense. They just haven't had that big play yet. Salamaca's been able to do that. If Cleveland Hill can get that big play that they need, they can turn momentum back around in their favor and make a game of it.
This is still very much a good game, and I'm going to just reiterate your point. Cleveland Hill is one play away. One big play away from making this a nail-biter.
Yeah, and you look at the turnovers, too. Salamaca has 1. Cleveland Hill hasn't turned the ball over yet.
Only on downs.
Yeah. You had that 1 fumble, but other than that, no one's really made that big turnover yet. So maybe this half, Cleveland Hill gets somebody to step up to make that big play.
Well, Cleveland Hill,
give them a chance.
Definitely. Score for Cleveland Hill, because you get the ball first. You won the coin toss, you defer to the second half. You start out the second half, you stick to what worked towards the end of the first half. You score a touchdown, then you go to your defense and try to force that decisive turnover. And all of a sudden, you're right there. So anyways, Cleveland Hill receives the ball on the other side. Norm Rodriguez and Tim Chifa will have the call. It's been Jeremy Becker, Alex Kolsty on the Howard Hanna Western New York Immediate Care Halftime Show.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home. Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48 hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Our homes have become offices, gyms, schools, and playgrounds. And at Western New York Immediate Care, we know you may need us now more than ever. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care physicians are trained to diagnose and treat most non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses. With 5 convenient locations open 7 days a week, help is never far away. Life has changed, but Western New York Immediate Care is still here for you.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
And we're about to start the second half here between the Salamanca Warriors and the Cleveland Hill Golden Eagles right here on WNY Athletics. The score 14-0 in favor of Salamanca. 2 second-quarter touchdown passes by Maddox Isaac, and that's been the difference maker so far in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the Salamanca offense started, with pounding the ball through with the running game through number 42, and they were just giving it to him constantly. But then they opened it up a little bit, and they let the sophomore do his thing. And he really, really was impressive in that second quarter, having a couple touchdown passes, completing other passes, but also doing with his legs too. And you saw the confidence getting more and more for the young quarterback. But Cleveland's they have to regroup here. They get the ball to start the third quarter. It's crucial to get a good drive going here and get back in this game right away.
Yeah, they got to get something going, and now they're full. They should be close to fully rested up and ready to go. So this drive to start the second half, there's no excuses.
Yeah, absolutely. I made a mistake. It was actually 47 Stallman. But, yeah, they were definitely winded at the end of that second quarter. There was no doubt about it. You saw it. They had about 3 missed tackles on the second touchdown pass by Salamanca for Newark's touchdown. And we actually complimented Cleve Hill earlier in the game with how good they were tackling. And they were just gassed. And they used one of their timeouts in that second quarter because they looked so tired. But I also think that's why they weren't as aggressive in that last drive. I think they just wanted to get to halftime and kind of regroup and get some water in their systems and kind of come out with the second half, get this the ball to start and see if they can get back in the game right now.
And from what we've seen offensively for Cleveland Hill, they've shown they're capable of moving the ball downfield. They just need to get one punched into the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. They've had a couple chances. They had that one drive that started on the 20-yard line when Stallman fumbled and weren't able to capitalize. I think they need to change things up a little bit. They're not doing many misdirections and things like that. A few times I tried they tried an option play where the quarterback had the option to run the ball or give the ball to Burgeon. And I think it worked a few times. I'd like to see that a little often too. And try to establish, a little more establish the run game going into the outside because they're trying to run up the middle a little bit too much. I think. And I think with get those speedsters to the outside and see if they can make some room on try to beat the corners of Salamanca to the spots.
Yeah, and honestly, Cleveland Hill though they got to get some credit though for shutting down Stallman a little bit with his running because most of his carries have been very minimal yardage and it has forced Isaac to throw the ball, but he's gotten it done through the air, so that part hasn't worked. So I think for Salamanca, when they get the ball back, they may need to go to the air a little bit more and use Isaac's arm because Stallman's just been neutralized.
Yeah, absolutely. But like I said, that's why the quarterback really stepped up there and gave a spark for Salamanca.
It's going to be a squibber again, and it's going to be Spivey with it. And he's got some room, and he almost broke it. Got it to about the 47-yard line, so excellent field position for Cleveland Hill to start it off.
So Cleveland Hill starting about the 45-yard line here, so good starting position. Let's see if they can get it going. It was a dominating offense, dominating first half by Salamanca, but you're only down 2 scores. So you're not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination, but you got to get something going here early.
And they've got great field positions right at the 45-yard line. And it's going to be Phillips in the shotgun formation, Spivey in motion. And somebody jumped offside. And that's going to be number 67, Jackson Tarr. And we were about to see a jet sweep over to Spivey.
So 5 yards there for Cleve Hill. They'll take that. We also didn't mention that they had about 4 or 5 penalties in the first half.
Yeah,
too,
they did.
Including the 15-yard hitting out of bounds penalty, too. So they got to tighten those up a little bit. So 5 free yards, that'll help. We're starting right at midfield now.
Yeah, and there's 2 receivers one on each side, and they are Thomas and Spivey. And it's going to be a give to Bergen again. He crosses midfield, breaks a couple of tackles, and gets it to about the 42-yard line. More than enough for a first down.
Yeah, nice run there again by Bergen. He's definitely the workhorse for this team. Really hit some really nice plays defensively. Now you see him starting to move the ball. And a big first down. Got to get that confidence going for the Cleve Hill offense.
And just from the first play, it looks like they're beginning to show some signs of life. Referee saying, let's run this clock. And again, Phillips, he's going to be in a shotgun. He does have a single back. Here's a snap, and it's a give to Bergen on the draw. Big yardage. He gets to the 30-yard line, tackled at around the 29. That'll be enough for another first down.
We mentioned earlier, we love the way he hits the line. He hits it downhill. He hits it at full speed. By the time he gets to that line of scrimmage, he is at full speed already, so he's a tough kid to bring down. And you see the offensive line finally getting some push on the defensive line of Salamanca here. The Cleve Hill offensive line doing a nice job the last 2 runs here.
So Cleveland Hill breaking the huddle. And it looks like there's going to be a 2-back set here for Cleveland Hill. Bergen, one of the backs. The other one is Tristan Pratt. 2 wideouts, and it's going to be a get. Pratt, he fumbled the ball. It went on the carpet, but he is able to recover it.
Actually, I thought that one actually looked like it was on the quarterback. The quarterback's got to get it in and put it into the running back's stomach. That one looked a little sloppy on the quarterback there. Usually that's the running back's fault when you fumble like that.
Yeah.
I thought that one, the quarterback didn't quite tuck it in there. He's got to put it in the running back's stomach a little better than that one.
So all in all, it was no gain.
Yeah, I think they're going to go right back to Bergen here.
Well, he is right there. They do also got Spivey, though, in the slot. This could be a possible jet sweep. He is set in motion, and it's a give to him. Spivey cuts it to the left side of the field, gets to about the 26-yard line.
Brought down by Stallman after a gain of about 4.
So that's going to bring down about a
3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 here for Cleve Hill. Again, you got two plays here to get 7 yards. It's crucial to get positive yards here on this 3rd down.
So it was a gain of 3 on the jet sweep to Spivey. It's going to be 3rd down 7 and definitely 4 down territory here for the Golden Eagles. And it wouldn't hurt to do a play action fake to Bergen and try to get one at least 10, 15 yards downfield. He'll take the snap. It's going to be a wide receiver screen. It's caught. That's Thomas, but he's not going to get much. It looks like he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
After a gain of about 2, he is brought down.
Yeah, that's tough. That was a step back screen pass. That's the one where they want the receiver to try to get that to the outside. You don't want to cut it back to the inside where all the defenders are for Salamanca. Probably would have been better off trying to get to the sideline. Maybe could have gotten 2 or 3 yards there. So gain of 1 and bring up a 4th and 6. Crucial play here and another possible stance here for the defense of Salamanca.
Yeah, and Cleveland Hill, they are so close to the end zone. It's like they can taste it. They got 3 wides, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Bergen is the single back. Phillips takes a snap, fakes the draw, looking, throws, and that's picked off. Intercepted by Teone Galante. So that kills one of the best drives we've seen by Cleveland Hill.
Yeah, and that's tough. That's a tough pill to swallow, and a great job by Galante stepping on the big tight end who's had a great game offensively, now making his presence known on the defensive side.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Salamanca. Looks like the ball will be right at the 20-yard line. Salamanca with a big opportunity to make this a 3-possession lead. Stallman is the back. There's also 3 wides. Hard count, and he's going to keep it on sweep, but there's a flag.
Yeah, got a false start on Salamanca there, so they're going to move back 5.
False start on Salamanca. Backs it up.
Looks like one of the linemen got a little excited on the hard count by Isaac.
About 9 minutes left in the quarter.
So it's going to go back to the 15-yard line, making it 1st and 15. They do got 2 wideouts, though, split to the left and to the right.
Cleveland defense, they got to try to get a turnover here. Got to get the momentum going in their direction.
They're jamming the box. Isaac looking to throw. Here comes the screen. And Stallman almost volleyballed it to himself, but it would have just maybe been 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, may have been better off actually the incomplete pass. Maybe have helped him a little bit. He probably may have lost a couple yards there. So, again, a big chance here for Cleve Hill to make a defensive stance and get this momentum going in their direction. Like I said, they've gotten outplayed the whole game, but they're only down 2 scores. You're not out of this game.
Yeah, and it was Caleb Patterson that was coming in on a DB blitz, and he almost got to Isaac. There are 4 wideouts, 2 on each side. Isaac takes a snap, and it's going to be an option pitch to Stallman, and he's got a lot of real estate. Crosses the 20, and he'll get past the 25. Got brought down by Patterson.
Yeah, nice job there, an option play. Stallman gets about 12 of that 15 yards he needed here, so should bring up about 3rd and 3 or so. So a nice pickup there, making a manageable 3rd down for Salamanca.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 4 yards to go for Salamanca. Yeah, and Salamanca's head coach, though, Chad Bartasek, he's barking out those plays right from the sideline. And it's going to be a keeper by Isaac. And there's a late flag on the play as well. I'm wondering if it was maybe on the tackle, possible face mask.
Maybe. You got to hold.
Oh, holding. So that's a break for Cleveland Hill, even though it looked like Isaac would have been short either way.
Yeah, but he's still going to move him back. He's not
Very
gonna,
true.
Not going to decline it, make it a 4th and 1. Going to move it back, make it a still 3rd down. It should be about 3rd and 14 maybe.
Yeah, from the flag where it was thrown, it looks like it won't be a full 10 yards.
After the penalty, Mark
So it looks like it's going to be roughly an 8-yard penalty. About 8 minutes left in the third. Score still 14-0 in favor of Salamanca. Isaac calling the play in the huddle, and Salamanca will break it. So it looks like it's going to be a 3rd down and 20 after the result of the holding penalty. Isaac in the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts, and it's going to be give the Stallman. It's a reverse again. Oh, balls to the carpet. It's picked up by Cleveland Hill, and that's going to be a touchdown for Spivey. I beg your pardon. That was Bergen. Bergen picked up the loose ball, and that's the break Cleveland Hill needed.
That's exactly what we were talking about, trying to get the momentum in their way. Had to make a play defensively, and a fumble on the reverse, and Bergen, the guy who's been all over the place defensively for Cleve Hill, steps up, grabs the football, and runs it in. And just like that, it's basically a new ball game now.
It's 14-6, and Salamaca, I thought that was really risky going with that trickery on that reverse for a second time to Arlen Newark, and it's just like one of those things at the prank shop, opening up the peanut brittle, but instead you get those tube snakes. So let's see what they do here. Looks like Cleveland Hill's going to go for 2.
Yeah, they'll go for 2, which is a huge play here.
Salamanca can get a stop. This would atone for the fumble somewhat. It's a fake. And going to the side of the field. And a lob, and it's good. Left wide open is Spivey. And good patience there by Phillips.
Yeah, great
Ran
job.
to the right side of the field, and he managed to find Spivey. He was wide open in the corner.
Yeah, great job by Phillips there, running down the sideline. As soon as the cornerback came in to rush against him, he dumped it over his head. Good job there. New ball game here, buddy. 14-8, 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. And you see some pep in the step now here on the Cleve Hill sideline. It's like a different team right now. Completely different team. They're jumping around now. You did not see that the whole first half.
The energy's picking up. And
Absolutely.
I did also find this out. I didn't mean to inadvertently cut you off. Just found this out from the internal people at WNY Athletics. There is a big game coming up Thursday Night Football. Kenmore East, they're on the road against South Park at 7 p.m. And South Park, their quarterback, Noah Willoughby, so far in 2 games, he has more than 500 yards passing, and he's got a rocket for an arm, and he's only a junior. So kickoff return team for Salamanca. Newark and Almond are the 2 deep men, and they're standing at around the 17-yard line. And it was Thomas putting toe to leather for Cleveland Hill, and it looks like he's going to do it again.
Okay, so you see the shift in momentum. You could see on the Salamanca sideline too, who've kind of been up and upbeat. Their heads are down a little bit. So this is a crucial drive for Salamanca. They got to get control back of this game here. That's a second fumble inside the 20-yard line.
Yes, it is.
First time Cleve Hill took advantage of it though, but. All in all, Salamanca has basically dominated offensively. They got to get back to running the ball and then some play-action passes here and get this going back in the direction they want it.
Kickoff by London Thomas, and it's a poocher, and it does get fielded at around the 24, 25-yard line. And at around the 37-yard line will be the next drive for Salamanca. And 1st and 10 for the Warriors, and they need to get a better drive going with a better result. Again, on a 3rd and 20, they choose to go with a little trickeration and go with another reverse to Newark, but bobbled the ball on the turf, and it got picked up by Larry Bergen, and he took it in for a scoop and score.
And also, if you remember, they also started with a couple penalties, too. So they had a penalty on defense and a penalty on offense already. So not the great third quarter that Salamanca was looking for. So kind of going in the wrong direction here.
2 wide to the left side. It's going to be a give, though, to Stallman. And again, he gets bottled up.
Stallman brought down for no gain by Bergen and Ramadan, bringing up the 2nd and 10. About 7 minutes remain in the third quarter.
So the tackle was by Bergen as well as Ramadan. They were the 2 to stop Stallman. So it looks like the run was for no gain. So 2nd down and 10. And again, though, Cleveland Hill, for the most part, they've done well containing Stallman.
Yeah, I think Salamanca's got to stick with it, though. They got to keep going to Stallman, keep him running downhill, and then try some play-action passes at that point.
It's worked for him. They're jamming it. He's going to throw. It's going to be a deep pass. That's Galante. He's got it. Makes a man miss. Goes to the center of the field to the 30. He's got one man to beat. He stiff arms a guy. And he's down inside the 15 to the 12. And have a day, Galante.
Yeah, what a nice design play there by Coach Bartizak. Great job there. Great toss. And another great reception there by the big tight end. Galante having a great game. The 6-foot, 185-pound junior. All over the place on the offensive side, and has a defensive interception also.
Yeah, should Salamaca win, he'd be my vote for a possible player of the game.
So far, that's for sure.
He has to have at least close to 100 yards receiving.
Well, right there, he probably got over, yeah.
So shotgun again. Stallman the single back. 4 wides, 2 on each side. 4-3 defense by Cleveland Hill, and Stallman was able to momentarily break one tackle, but he does get shoestringed, and it looked like it was by Pratt, and it was.
Yeah, so second down. Salamaca can still get another first down, it looks like. They will get a first down right about the 5-yard line. So a huge defensive stance here for Cleve Hill. If they can get it, hold them out of the end zone, it'll be a huge win for them.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 6. That was a gain of 4 on the play. Wildcat formation, Stallman taking the snap. Let's see what he does with it. Looked like somebody jumped early, but it's going to be a run play. Stallman bangs through a defender, and he's going into the house. How about that? Put a battering ram in there as a visor. Went kaboom. Want a piece of me? Wasn't successful, and Salamanca, they respond.
That was a man's run right there, buddy. That was a run downhill, banged right into him, ran right over for the end zone. Stallman putting his team on his back right there. That was a very nice run by the big running back.
And looks like Salamanca is going to go for the 1-point PAT, and not a bad idea. Still a little too early to try the 2. And plus, you got that 2-possession lead still.
Yeah, and you're 2 for 2 with, you made your first 2. You might as well keep it going.
Yeah, and Archer Newark, he does have a good leg. Low snap, but it's fielded cleanly, and that's right dead center down Broadway. The kick is good. So 21-8, Salamanca hits the blackjack. 5:11 left in the third, and Cleveland Hill, they did get a defensive touchdown. With that momentum, let's see what the offense can do. I'm curious.
Yeah, it's Cleve Hill really hasn't established a good drive yet, so it's crucial to get one here. And you see it. We keep talking about it. The shifts and momentums. Cleve Hill was just all upbeat just 5 minutes ago. One pass changed all that, and now you see it going back the way it was the whole first half.
So once again, 5:11 left in the third quarter, 21-8 in favor of Salamanca. And Stallman, his first touchdown of the game via the Wildcat snap.
And that was a great touchdown, too. That was a hard-nosed run, just running over the defenders for Cleve Hill. Really good run by the big running back, who they contained for the most part. He's had spurts of good yardage. But that was his best run of the day for sure.
So both teams about to get their return units on the field. So Archer Newark, he's going to be going total leather once again for Salamaca. He is the kicker. But again, though, they need to keep it away from Spivey because he's had 2 very excellent returns.
21-8, 5 minutes and 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Game far from over. Cleve Hill not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination. Only down 2 scores. Got to put together a good offensive drive, though. They have been yet to do that so far.
Yeah, Phillips along with Pratt, they're the 2 deep men. Newark's going to kick this one a little deeper. It takes a couple bounces. Oh, it goes through the legs of Pratt. And this is a live ball. He picks it up at the 4. Let's see if he can find some space. He breaks a couple of tackles. He gets to the 10 and gets it to about the 15-yard line. So a good job by Pratt to make something out of nothing because that was dangerously close for them either being pinned inside their 5 or Salamanca recovering the ball and getting a goal-to-go situation.
Yeah, can't have the ball go through your legs like that. It's just too crucial. You got to pick up the ball on the bounce and get the ball going. I think he was looking ahead of the field before he actually controlled the football on that one.
At least, though, he was still able to get it to roughly the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse, for sure. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been, down to the 5-yard line or so. So he made something out of nothing, but Again, little mistakes like that, just keeping, Cleve Hill getting back in this game.
Yeah, and sometimes all about those little minute details.
Yep.
Phillips in the shotgun formation. He's got 3 wides. It's going to be a give to Bergen. Bergen breaking a couple of tackles. He'll get it to about the 22-yard line. Again, he's got Cleveland Hill's only touchdown. It was by that scoop and score earlier in the quarter.
He's a workhorse for Cleve Hill. He'll be the one running up the middle the whole time. Had some success on the last offensive possession, then it kind of went away from him a little bit.
So it's going to be 2nd down 6. It was a gain of 4. So ball at the 19-yard line. Little less than 4.5 minutes left in the third. Phillips in the pistol formation. There's also a bunch to the right side. Spivey in motion. Fake the sweep. It's going to be a give to Bergen on the counter. And very minimal yardage. Got to about the 21-yard line.
So it brings up a crucial 3rd down here. Got about a third and about 4 yards here. Maybe 3 yards. So a big 3rd down here for Cleve Hill. Can't afford to go down to punt this ball right now.
They got to get a 1st down any way they can. They do got 2 wideouts split on the left and right. They've also got 1 receiver in the slot. That's Pratt. It's a fake option. Phillips going to keep himself in. Breaks a couple of tackles. Ball's loose. That came out. Salamanca looked like they fell on it, and they did. Honestly, from my view, I thought Phillips was down, but it may have also been a case of the ball bouncing as he did go down.
Yeah, and Phillips thought he was down. He was pleading his case to the ref, but the ref wasn't having it. So
I thought he was down too, all honesty.
But another crucial turnover nonetheless, and Salamanca with great field position once again, starting at about the 26-yard line of Cleve Hill. And again, Cleve Hill just shooting themselves in the foot too many times here today.
And that's unfortunate because Phillips did have the 1st down.
Yeah, he sure did. It was a great run. But again, another break for Salamanca.
Honestly, if I'm Salamanca, if there's an open receiver, I say go to the end zone right now. Try to cash it in.
You could put away the game here with a touchdown here.
Isaac in the shotgun formation and Stallman the single back. Looks like there was a substitution issue. There's a flag. It's an illegal substitution on Cleveland Hill. So that's going to move the ball 5 yards.
And you just mentioned about 2 minutes ago the little things, little things like that. Too many men on the field, taking a penalty before a play even starts. You can't do things like that, especially down at this end of the field.
Yep, and again, Isaac, he's in the shotgun. He does have Stallman as a single back, so this is indeed the pistol. 2 wideouts, 1 on each side. Here's a snap, and it's going to be a fake give on the dive, but Maddox Isaac's going to get stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that's been Caleb Patterson, and he's had a few nice tackles in the third quarter for Cleveland Hill.
Yeah, nice job by the senior, Caleb Patterson. Good job reading the quarterback, stayed home, stayed in his lane, and made a nice tackle in the backfield.
So it looks like it will be a 3-yard loss, so 2nd down and 8. So again, they're in the pistol. I wouldn't mind again seeing that fake sweep. I do see Galante's out there. Fake the jet sweep over to Arlen Newark, and he is set in motion, but it looks like it's going to turn to a bunch. And he's running that wheel route again. Isaac looking, throws, caught by Galante, and he gets it to about the 16-yard line, and that will be enough for the 1st down.
Another nice toss there by the quarterback. Really nice job by the sophomore. And again, Galante, obviously his #1 target. He looks to him, almost every pass.
He's been absolutely phenomenal.
And he started with a drop. So I mean, how crazy was it that he dropped the ball? Because he catches everything. It seems like that from that first pass that came out of his hands, and including an interception.
So a little less than 2.5 minutes left in the third. 21-8 in favor of Salamanca.
He's open again. He can go right up the middle.
He's not covered. And somebody jumped offside. Cleveland Hill, they did have a guy jump off first. It looked like it was Maslanka. Because if a defender anticipates and guesses a snap count and it entices the O lineman to jump, that's an offside. It looks like the officials are having a conference about it. So it's going to be, yep, offsides on Cleveland Hill. Little more than 2 minutes left in the third, 2:08.
I wouldn't be surprised if you saw just Gallant just go straight up the middle, just straight, because there was no one covering him. Now they're covering him a little bit better here this time. The last play, there was no one on him.
This could be a rollout play, though.
There it is.
Here's a lob to Galante. He's got it. Touchdown. That one to the house again, and that's Galante's second touchdown of the game, making it 27-8. And for Salamanca, the offense has picked up since the first quarter.
Yeah, kind of the play that I just saw that I thought they liked the matchup there. He's obviously a very tough kid to guard one-on-one. They only have one defender on him and no safety in the back. So I like what they saw there. They saw that the opening for Galante and another huge play for the tight end who's having a huge day here, just a monster day. And I think it's a third touchdown pass for
yes, it is.
For Maddox also.
Extra point on the way, and it's no good. It hooked to the left. Even so, it's still 27-8, and little more than 90 seconds left in the third, but we're going to take a quick commercial break, but stick around for more action right here on WNY Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Salamaca getting prepared to kick off to Cleveland Hill again after the second touchdown catch by Teoni Galante today. And before we got back into play, the Cleveland Hills coach, Glenn Graham, he was doing something I liked that he was trying to do. Rally the troops, put a fire in their stomach. You either choose to fight or quit. I say we fight.
Yeah, he was definitely seeing what we were seeing. Cleve Hill obviously down right now, down on themselves. Had their heads low, and he was doing what he was supposed to do as a coach, rallying the troops, get everyone that gets their heads up, and keep going. The game's not over.
Phillips fielded the pooch kick, but very minimal yardage on it. And, again, that was another job well done by Salamaca. They're keeping it out of Spave's hands. Again, he's been dangerous running back the kickoffs. But once again, though, before the next series for Cleveland Hill, Thursday night action coming up this week. It's South Park. They're taking on Kenmore East. South Park, they're 1-1 on the season. They posted a shutout victory just yesterday evening, 44-0, and that was against Amherst. And Kenmore East, they're 0-2 on the year. They're looking to right the ship. They lost last night to Star Point, 40-14.
Yeah, South Park, they're loaded this year, and they're looking pretty good and trying to keep that going next week.
And again, they got that dangerous quarterback, Noah Willoughby. Pistol formation here for Cleveland Hill. Spavay set in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep. Looking for some holes. Bergen, he does provide a block, and centering it around, swinging it, and getting to the 45-yard line. Bergen, though, showing he can also block as well as run.
Little life there for Cleve Hill. Good job. Good play calling in the first down. Showing a little life there. Ref having a conference here with a couple of Cleve Hill players. Not sure what happened, but he's definitely talking to Bergen and Pratt there.
So it's going to be a first down for Cleveland Hill. Less than 90 seconds left in the third. And it's still the third quarter. It's still a little early for Cleveland Hill to panic. Even though it's 19 points that they're behind, that's not insurmountable at all. They do got 3 wides. It's going to be a give on the draw to Bergen. Was able to spin away from a couple of tackles. Got it to about the 48-yard line.
Especially because Salamanca has shown that they can put the ball on the ground. They have fumbled twice in their own 20-yard line. So Cleveland not out of this. They can get some kind of offense going. They are not out of this game.
And they haven't, even though they would come up short, they've shown they can move the ball down the field. But we do got a timeout called. It's going to be an official's timeout. And someone's is ill on the field. It's number 50 for Salamanca. I did get a clear view of that. That was Cameron McGraw. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's maybe just dehydration.
I'm sure it definitely is. Just the heat. It's about 82 degrees out there. It's hot. So, and a lot of these kids, like we mentioned, a lot of these kids play both ways. You know, they don't have like the Lancaster and Orchard Park where you have 55, 60 kids. They have 19 kids here. So
it's a give on the delay to Bergen, but once again, though, on the tackle for Salamanca, Jackson Tarr, he's had a field day in the D-tackle trenches for the Warriors. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5, and this has to be 4-down territory here for Cleveland Hill. You can't afford to punt it back.
Yeah, you got to try to get at least 4 of these yards here on this 3rd down to make it a manageable 4th down.
I don't think it would hurt for them to try that fake option pitch again because Phillips, he got enough for the 1st down. He just has to put 2 hands on the ball if he absolutely needs to when he goes down.
So they might run out the clock for them to start the 4th quarter.
Not necessarily a bad idea. Gives you a couple minutes to regroup, rally your troops a little bit more. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Salamanca, they are ahead 27-8. But
the ref threw a flag right at the end of that.
Yeah, there was a flag, unless if it fell out of his pocket.
Yeah, he picked it up.
It was an inadvertent flag. 3 quarters complete here at Cleveland Hill. Salamanca up 27-8. But we got the 4th quarter coming up, so stick around on WNY Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
And we're about to begin the 4th quarter. It's a 3rd down and 5 for Cleveland Hill. They're at about the 47.5-yard line, and it's 27-8 in favor of the Salamanca Warriors. And again, this is 4-down territory. It's the pressure cooker here for Golden Eagles. But it's going to be a give to Bergen, and he was able to pinball away from a couple of defenders, but he only gets it to midfield. Looks like it's going to be a 4th and 3, maybe 2 at the shortest.
Yeah, so the offense staying on the field for Cleve Hill as we suspected. So a huge play here for Cleve Hill. If they want to get back in this game, they got to convert this 4th down. Now, I'd like to see Cleve Hill try to change up the snap count a little bit. It looks like basically all day they've gone on 1.
Yeah.
You know, especially when it's, less than 5 yards to go, you might be able to get a cheap 1st down. But the quarterback, he's got to change it up a little bit to try to get him off balance.
Make it on 3 or on 4.
Yeah, Salamanca's just kind of teeing off on it.
Spivey in motion. It's going to be a give to Bergen on the counter, and he didn't get it, I don't think. He wasn't even close. It looked like he got a yard. So that's going to be a big turnover on downs, and Salamanca, they have a chance to slam the door shut with this drive here.
So disappointing fourth down, disappointing last two plays there for Cleve Hill, only getting about 1 yard when they needed 7 on the last two. So Salamanca takes over about midfield, up 27-8 with 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
And I do also got a score update as well. West Seneca West, they got on the board, so it's 18-7 now against Kenmore West. A 76-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. So the good thing for them is they don't get to walk with a shutout. Salamanca, they do call a timeout. I think it's just to go over what they want to do here with them up by 19 points and a way to manage that clock.
Yeah, I think if you're Salamanca, you're gonna see a lot of stallman here. 11 minutes. You want to try and run as much clock as possible. Keep Cleve Hill off, their offense off the field. And
while we're waiting, I do got the next games coming up for both these teams. Salamanca, they will be at home next week. This is a league matchup, C-South division. They're going to be facing Allegheny Limestone at home. And then Cleveland Hill, they're going to be back on the road for the first of 2 straight. This is a C-North matchup game, so it's league play. They're taking on Medina.
Yeah, so Cleve Hill first division game next week, so a big game then for them next week.
So both teams going over the schematics of what they're going to do. And, again, I'm hearing something from the Cleveland Hill coach. Again, it's a way to pep up the players. And he's saying don't sit on the bench unless you're hurt. That was one of the rules of thumb when I played.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, you want to be cheering on your team, cheering on your defense. You don't want to be, heads down and, be all salty on the sideline. You want to, play to the end of the game.
So Cleveland Hill's defense is back out onto the field. And now here comes Salamanca. Scored 27-8. We're just about 1 minute into the final frame. And they're going to be in a power I formation. Jamming the box to give to Stallman. He crosses midfield. He's got a big gap. He gets to the 40. Down the sideline and out of bounds inside the 35.
Yeah, and you see they're just kind of punishing Cleve Hill right now. They are running downhill. And it looks like you have an injured player.
Yeah, and it was the guy that tackled Stallman. It was Ramadan. Looks like it's just a case of the cramps from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's definitely his leg. Could be a cramp.
Yeah, from my experience, calf cramps, they hurt like heck.
Yeah, they're tough.
And it looks like he's all right. He is sitting upright. And from the way the medic's treating his leg, I do believe it's a cramp. Early September, Saturday afternoon, very muggy. And even Jeremy said during the halftime show, 81 degrees during kickoff. So it looks like it's just the way he's walking, it's possibly a cramp. There is water.
Yeah. You saw the ref telling the Cleve Hill water boys to get out there and give their players water. They were trying to keep everyone hydrated themselves.
So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 at the 35-yard line of Cleveland Hill for Salamanca. Both teams getting set. We have 11:07 left in the game, and Salamaca, they're threatening to score again. Isaac under center. There's also box jamming and an edge rusher as well. This could be a possible blitz. It's going to be a fake, or no, it is a counter. It's a give to Stallman, and he's got a gap. He could go all the way, and he's taking it to the house. Second touchdown of the half for Stallman, and after a shaky first half, Stallman has come alive.
Yeah, another great run by Stallman, and you see the defense for Cleve Hill is absolutely gassed, and they are taking advantage of it. Salamanca just running it right down their throat.
33-8 the score. 10:58 left in the ball game. And what looked like was going to be a defensive battle, it's turned into an offensive powerhouse for Salamanca.
Yeah, sure has. They've opened the floodgates. They have scored, a couple times with 3 passing touchdowns, now 2 running touchdowns. The offense really, really looked good for Salamanca today.
Extra point on the way, and that one is good. Extra point made by Archer Newark, making it 34-8. 10:58 left in the ball game, and right now, if you're Cleveland Hill, I believe what the head coach is going to say. Let's just get another one on the board, break double digits.
Yeah, well, I think it's every game's a learning experience. This isn't a division game, so it's not going to be that end of season by any stretch of the imagination. So it's you gotta build on things. So you want a good offensive drive here, maybe get a nice defensive stance. You got to try to build on things. And just at this point, you just have to try to get better every single possession, every single play.
Yeah, while we're waiting for the return units to come on, once again, for anybody just tuning in, there is a big Thursday night game coming up this weekend, or this coming week. It's going to be South Park against Kenmore East. Kenmore East looking for their first win of the season. South Park, they're even at 1-1. They're looking to win back-to-back games, as both special teams units are out onto the field. So Archer Newark about to go toe to the leather again on the kickoff. Pratt and Phillips are going to be the 2 deep men. It almost looks like a 2 single file line system the way they have it set up between the 25 and the 10. Here's the kick, and it's going to be a squib kick. It is a live one, and it does get picked up by Spivey. And he's able to get away from one defender, stops, tries to reverse the field, but this time Salamanca is able to hold him to only a minimal return. The first 2 returns, Spivey nearly took him to the house. So it's going to be first down and 10 again for Cleveland Hill, score 34-8, and they're looking to at least get some stuff going and build confidence going into next week.
Yeah, absolutely. The senior quarterback, has had some spurts of nice plays here. Try to get a couple more and get some confidence going for next week for the league games. But like you said, it's probably out of hand at this point. 34-8 with only 10 minutes left.
Well, we got a timeout called by Salamanca. We'll take a break ourselves. 10:49 left in the ball game. Salamanca up 34-8. We'll be back for more action on WNY Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation.
And it's going to be first down and 10 for Cleveland Hill. The ball at the 34-yard line. Pistol formation once again for the Golden Eagles. It's going to be a give on the jet sweep to Spivey, and he's got some space. He gets to the 35, to the 40. Tight ropes down the sideline, but he gets out of bounds. Looked like he got around the 45-yard line.
Yes, Spivey's got some wheels on him. We've seen it a few times today. That time just stepped out of bounds after a nice game, though, so a really nice offensive play there. You mentioned Spivey a few times on kick returns, I believe, right? So kid's got some wheels on him, that's for sure. He's hobbling a little bit right now.
Well, it looks like they're going to flank him out to the farthest end on the left side of the field. He and Thomas are the 2 receivers. And there's also a semi-bunch on the left side. It's going to be a give to Bergen. Breaks a couple tackles. He crosses midfield, and he's able to get it to Salamanca territory. Carmine Hogue, one of the guys on the tackle for the Warriors.
It was about the third or fourth really nice run that Bergen has had right up the middle, a 10, 12-yard game.
And again, Cleveland Hill, the offense, they're showing those signs of life again, getting it past midfield. And we have seen it a few times. They can get it deep into Salamanca territory.
Yeah, they do really well from the 30 to the 30.
Yeah, and then it just
stalls.
Yeah, it stalls. It's going to be a fake draw. It's going to be a keeper for Phillips, and he does get a good amount of yardage. He gets it to about the 42. Yeah, Phillips has a good set of wheels too.
And I think that's something that, Coach Graham obviously knows that they have to work on. They'll work on it throughout the week of more of their, their red zone type offense where, they did a really good job even today getting, in position to score but unable to capitalize. I think that'll probably be an emphasis of during practice this week, working on the red zone offense and, trying to change things up just a little bit to try to punch it in.
Yeah, Phillips, Bergen, and Spivey, they've been the top three bright spots for Cleveland Hill this afternoon. And it's going to be a fake to sweep, give to Bergen on the counter, and he'll get past the 40 to about the 39-yard line. It looks like he'll have enough for the first. Or I beg your pardon, it's going to be third and a yard.
3rd and 1, Cleveland Hill.
And they're getting deeper into Salamanca territory. A little more than 9 minutes left in the ball game. Phillips about to take the shotgun snap. Bergen is a single back about 2 yards behind him. Snap, give to him on the draw, and he's not going to get it.
Nice stick there by the Salamanca. Really nice job by the defense, sticking them really close.
So it's going to be 4th down from the spot of the ball. I think it's going to be 4th down and 6 inches. It's right at the 39-yard line, so they got to get it to the 38.
Brings up a 4th and 1, Cleveland Hill. About 8:20 remaining in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they're in shotgun almost every play. It kind of takes away the ability to do that, the quick quarterback sneak.
And it's going to be a quarterback. This could be an option pitch. He's in trouble. Breaks away from one tackle, and he finds a bit of space. He's got the first down. What an effort by Phillips.
Yeah, really nice individual effort. Looked like he was going to have about a 5 or 6 yard loss there. Kept going parallel to the line and was able to step it up right before the out-of-bounds marker and get up there for the first down. Nice job there by Phillips.
So the clock moving, and they're right smack dab at the 35-yard line of Salamaca on the left hash.
And I think, like I said, they're not in a hurry at this point. I think they know the game's pretty much out of hand, but they're trying to build momentum, and get some confidence going for the next week.
And I'm sure that'll be something that Coach Graham will be very happy for with this. Should this drive result in a sixer? Spivey set in motion. This could be another sweep to him. And it's a fake give to Bergen on the counter. And he's able to find a little bit of space, crosses the 30, gets tackled at around the 28. One of the guys on the stop for Salamanca looked like it was a Cruz Custones.
Yeah, good effort there by Cruz. They're staying with him the whole time, kind of like grabbing at his cape almost, it looked like there. But did a good job staying with the play.
So it's a 7-yard gain, making it a 2nd down and 3. Ball at the 28-yard line. Spivey on the slot. Pistol formation once again. Spivey in motion. It's a give to him on the sweep. And he picks up a block from Bergen, but he's going to get stopped. Looked like right at the line of scrimmage. And from my view, Quentin Jones had the tackle.
Avery Brown on the stop for Salamanca.
So it's going to be ruled a loss of a yard, so 3rd down and 4. We're nearing the halfway point of the quarter.
Looks like it's finally cooling down a little bit. Sun giving us a little bit of a break.
Yeah, it gets a breeze, and we got the door and the window open in the press box. This is to give to Bergen, breaking one tackle, but he's going to go down around the 32-yard line.
Brought down for no gain.
So
Quentin Jones on the stop for Salamaca. Bringing up
it's going to be fourth down.
Yeah, fourth and about 5 to go here. Again, they still have not gone on any other count but one. You know, I still like to see them just change it up a little bit. You got to keep the defense on their heels sometimes.
So it's going to be fourth down and 4 yards to go for Cleveland Hill. Or check, that's going to be 4th and 5. And it's going to be a sideline pass. It's complete on the screen to Thomas. And ball's out. But I think the referees ruled him down.
I think he was a little short either way.
Just shy of the first down.
So it's going to be a turnover on downs. And Salamaca, they could just kill this clock.
Yeah, 5 minutes, 20 seconds ago. Another drive stopped right about where we said, 30 to 30. That's, you know, they from the 30-yard line to the 30-yard line, they've been really good, and they're just unable to capitalize from that point on.
We have 5:20 left in the fourth quarter. Score still 34-8. Salamanca ahead. So both teams getting back out onto the field. And it's going to be a timeout.
Timeout.
Not sure who called it.
Salamaca.
So Salamanca, they are calling their third and final timeout. So 5:20 left in the ball game. Score 34-8, and it looks like we're going to stay here. And once again, Salamanca, they're going to be at home next week. They're going to be hosting the Allegheny Limestone Gators. And Cleveland Hill, looking like they're going to try to get their first win next week on the road for a league game. They're at Medina.
So a big win here for Salamanca. You know, you mentioned last week had a tough game, a tough loss, 39-20 loss to Randolph. So a big win here, you know, traveling about an hour and 10 minutes, like you said, all the way to Cleve Hill and getting a big win against Cleve Hill. So nice way for Salamanca to get their season back on track and going to 500 on the season.
Yeah, and I've already said this a few times already, Tim. I want to say it at least one more time. This coming Thursday night, South Park, they are hosting Kenmore East. They're 1-1 in the season. They're coming off a 44-0 win over Amherst, and their week one game, it was a close one against Frontier. They lost 33-26, and that game, their starting quarterback, Noah Willoughby, he threw for 325 yards.
Yeah.
Oh, botched snap on the transfer. A misplay on the handoff. Jackson Ross is in at quarterback now, number 10.
Bringing up a 2nd and 12 from their own 24.
So a 2-yard loss, and
Jackson Ross is now in
it was a transfer issue on the handoff.
Yeah, and you see the quarterback that doesn't get a lot of reps, just, you know, there's going to be some mistakes like that. So 4 minutes, 50 seconds left here. 2nd down and 12, 34-8. Salamanca over Cleve Hill.
So Ross is going to be under center, and JT Allman is the running back. They're in the eye, and an offside penalty that's going to be on Patterson.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, Caleb Patterson, I think that's a couple on him today. I think he jumped.
That's two, I believe. Even in spite of the penalties, he has been a bright spot defensively for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, he's aggressive, and, you know, sometimes when you're aggressive, you jump the play a little bit, which obviously happens right there.
And again, I'm sure their coach, Glenn Graham, appreciates the aggressiveness, but also can't do it. Yeah, you got to be smart. And it's going to be a handoff, and it's to Allman. Gets it to the 31.
JT Allman on the handoff.
You know, and you know what I like seeing? I'm watching Coach Graham right here. He's talking to number 2, who he hasn't got a ton of time today, but he is coaching. He is showing them things, and he is coaching till the end of the game. You look at him right now, and he's pointing out things to his players. You know, I really appreciate that with these coaches. You know, this guy has been here a long time. He's had a lot of success here. You know, obviously, you know, not the greatest start of the season so far, but he is just coaching to the end of the game. He's coaching every player on his team. Really like what we're seeing here from Coach Graham.
Allman took the pitch from Ross, took it to around the 36, and From what I have heard though, like during the breaks from the coach, he has a great attitude.
Yeah, and it's nothing against the Salamanca coaches.
Oh, no.
They just happen to be right in front of us. We can't really see what Salamanca is doing. I'm sure they're great also. We just happen to be looking right at Coach Graham right in front of us.
And it looks like they're going, or it was enough for a first down. So we're going to have a little more than 3 minutes left in the game. Power I formation. There'll be a give to Allman again. And he finds a crease on the left side of the field. He crosses midfield, and Spave's going to escort him out of bounds. That's more than enough to move the chains. The Warriors have come out to play.
Yeah, really nice run there by, was that number 19?
Yep.
Joshua Allman, another nice job there. The 5'7", 170-pound junior. But the Salamanca offense, right from the get-go, the very first drive, they went all the way down to the goal line, had a bad snap.
Yeah.
But right from the giddy-up, they have been very impressive and just moved the ball. We don't have their total yards, but it's got to be a lot.
They have to have at least 300 total yards.
I mean, the quarterback had 3 touchdown passes himself. 243, okay. Really nice job, though.
So it's going to be a give on a trap play, and that was by number 28, Avery Brown.
But that being said, big games by the 3 main players. You have the quarterback Isaac Maddox, you have Jesse Stallman, and then you obviously have the tight end who had a huge game, Galante. So, the 3 superstars here for Salamanca came out to play.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and 6, and the clock continues to run. Less than 2 minutes left. Ross under center. Cleveland Hill showing a blitz. They got 2 edgers. And almost another offside, but it's a give to Allman, and he's going to get stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And that was Tanner Betts on the tackle.
Yeah, I thought the Cleveland Hill lineman may have jumped. That might be the refs wanting to get this game over with also.
Maybe.
Maybe in the first quarter you called that penalty, right? Now with a minute to go at 34-8.
Yeah, and Salamaca in no hurry to run a play. About to have a 2-back stack set. Brown and Allman are the backs, and pistol formation is Ross. And this time somebody jumped.
That's an obvious one. 78 for Cleveland jump. That was an obvious one.
Yep.
Got to call that one.
That was Michael Owens.
Yeah, that one you had to call.
And the clock continued to run. Yeah. We have less than 50 seconds left in the game, and from what I know, though, because there are teams when they put their second stringers in, and even when games are lopsided and the score gets even higher, it's a case of when second string players go in, they're going to play hard.
Yeah, they're going to get them some reps. I mean, you might want to take a knee now.
Right. Oh, it's a bad snap. And Ross, though, able to fall on it. It goes beyond midfield into their own 48-yard line. So Ross will wisely fall on it.
We do have a final at Cumberland West. Cumberland West did win 18-7. I just got a text on that one.
Okay, so the only touchdown of the game for the losing team, that was a 76-yard kickoff return touchdown. That was the one by West Seneca West. And it looks like that's going to be the end of the game. And final score, Salamanca, they come in, they avenge their loss to Randolph last week, 34-8 the final score. Once again, Salamanca will be at home against Allegheny Limestone next week. Cleveland Hill, they're on the road against Medina. Both teams playing divisional games. Salamanca in the south, Cleveland Hill in the north. And with that, on behalf of from the 300 Level Media Company, along with WNY Athletics, along with Tim Chiefa, I'm Norm Rodriguez saying you've been watching this matchup between Salamanca and Cleveland Hill right here on WNY Athletics. Until next time.